Okay, I think we are ready to go. I think everything is set up. I didn't actually want that up, so even as I say, I think everything's set up. Apparently it's not. But welcome to anybody who hops on the stream here. I'm going to playing ETS2. I was just reading today or yesterday or something, maybe after I was done playing yesterday, about the delivering racing parts. So I may go ahead and give that a try. That depends on whether it lets me find racing parts or not. So I guess that's it. Also, I am... so yesterday I bought a Scania truck. And I started driving on automatic because, well, technically it's an automatic truck. I'm not liking that. I think I'm going to go back to driving it manual despite it actually having an automatic transmission, with one caveat. So earlier today, anybody who watches my last stream, I was having a horrible time, a horrendous time trying to get started. I was just stalling all the time. And so give me just 1 second. Okay, I just want to check the audio volume. So it was just really bad. I was stalling all the time. And so, oh, you know what? I think I don't have my, just a second. I've got my stream set up wrong. Give me just a second here. Because what I need to do is turn back on my display capture. Okay, so. Okay, sorry, I was just looking over. It's like, it's not showing the screen it should be showing. Anyway, so I was having a hard time starting it, and my assumption was that I'm having difficulty getting used to my new clutch, the new Thrustmaster clutch, but I don't think that's what it is. It's so bad, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. So I played American Truck earlier today, just on my own to try some stuff out. And the clutch worked fine. Like, I started off just fine, not an issue. And so one of the things I talked about on the last stream, probably the stream before that and the stream before that, is that I'm using a Volvo drivetrain mod that changes up the engines and transmissions. I'm actually wondering if maybe that's what the problem is. So I did not try driving my Scania as a manual transmission. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and switch over right now, actually. So let's go ahead and do that. To a manual transmission. I'm going to turn my volume up just a bit here, and we will put it to the Scania shift layout. I thought that I had that. Okay, so if I go to the modified version, scroll up, scroll down. Why is that not working? Oh, that's right. I've got to change this guy to no required click, and I'm going to turn on some haptics. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to set it for a Scania shift layout, and I'm going to try manual transmission again. I always play with manual transmission. And so it's not something I want to give up. But if I look at that now, so I've got a slight dead zone in there, which what I actually did is I edited the text file to match what I have in the other. But that should be basically the same. Those all look right. And then I need to change it to a Scania. And I just have the Scania 12 speed. And let me make sure that that's right. Yes, Scania 12 speed. Okay. So, I think I had just finished a delivery when I stopped last time in Sweden, actually. So we'll go ahead and take a look. Yeah, so I delivered here at this quarry. That's right. And now it's raining on me. So let's go ahead and go to the map. And I'm going to close that now. Everything looks okay. Hopefully the audio is coming through. Well, it seemed like it was when I was there. So we are going to do the freight market, and we will start near Linköping. And in fact, where am I currently? Because I want to, if they've got any Boliden, that would be advantageous. Okay, so transmissions, does that count as racing parts? I wonder if that counts as racing parts. I could also just pick up these tracks. I could pick up a truck and haul a truck. That could be pretty cool. Let's see. So that's going to Denmark. No, to Deutschland. Kiel, Deutschland. Duh. Glamrung. I do not have a truck that's capable of haul. I do not think I'm ready for that. Transmissions down to Kiel could be good, although I actually want to avoid ferries as much as possible. So let's see. Now being here, that's going to be hard to do unless I make another delivery to Sweden or Norway. Maybe I'm not going to have... So, last stream I mentioned that I wasn't sure if I was going to make any money. And what I found is that I did a little math. And at the end of my stream, so the first of my stream, I had basically 141,000 euro. And at the end of the stream, after I got paid, I was down to 139.5, basically 139.6. Which means I actually had less money after the delivery than I had before. But during that time, I had also had 2 payments. And so I think that's actually what did it. So technically, the net worth is higher, even though I have less money than I did. So let's go... I wonder what kind of jobs there are over here. In Sudotjolje. I cannot do Swedish, so no. Hot chemicals. That one's fragile too, huh? Or to Finland would take a ferry as well. Okay. I mean, we could try the 61-ton. It would be interesting. It would be way more than my truck's really set up to haul, that's for sure. I ought to have like an 8x4 or something to do that. Nope. We're gonna haul. This one would be cool. We're gonna haul this one, the Volvo FMX, from here, so I don't have to go anywhere, up to Neckarb. I don't know how to read Russian, so there you go. In Russia. So that will be probably a good one. So let's go ahead and set that. And then I'm going to start my engine. Oh, pretty good. Gotta turn that down a bit because it's really loud. Okay. And let's turn on some lights here, which is this one. And then we'll get inside. So I'm no longer on a... Oh, yeah, it did start. Oh, Scania layout. Okay. So I'm no longer on an automatic. See, that started just fine. I wonder if it's something to do with that Volvo mod that I was raving about, that I like a lot, but if it breaks the start capabilities of the truck, then that's not really worth it. So that guy is not what I'm going to be picking up. But let's come over here and get the job. Okay. Part activate. And then we'll go to the freight market. Take that job. Nice thing is it pays a hefty amount. Now it's also going to be a really long drive, so it'll be a good idea on whether it's actually going to pay off. Oh, and I also looked into how much money my driver made me. $6. $6 a day is the average. So that driver is not going to make me rich. Okay, so I need to go right over there. Anyway, overall it makes me want to maybe try out the classes economy mod instead of this one and see if maybe it... Oh, wrong, that's the Volvo first gear. Ooh, I totally just nicked that rock. Oh, which, on that note, do I have my... Okay, I do have my tag lift up right now. Okay. Yeah, like, okay, we'll see how it is under load, but the clutching is definitely a lot easier than it was on my other truck. Okay, we're gonna go forward. Okay, so at this point I'm gonna blame it possibly on that mod. Am I in the wrong? I'm in the wrong spot for reverse. That was Volvo reverse. I'm really gonna have to adjust to this Scania shifter layout. So bear with me as I do so. Okay, coming into and spin it, spin it. I do not think that I made it. Ah, I made it though. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna set the parking brake and take a look here. Cool. Okay, and then I want to do yep, we are connected. For definite. Not you. And I killed it. Okay. So we are gonna go out straight out right here. Yeah, see, this is significantly easier now. How heavy is this guy? 17 tons, so it's not quite as heavy as the last one I hauled with my Volvo, but still, like, the amount of difficulty I was having there. Oh, also, today I got in my new Mega Shifter adapter. So I've got it on here nice and secure. So I was having problems before where I could turn it on, it would turn, like, and in fact it would turn when I was trying to do things like do the splitter and stuff like that. If I misjudged where it was, then I'd end up having it turn. So I got the new adapter in, and compared to the Logitech adapter, it's all metal, whereas that one was a 3D printed plastic piece. Now I don't know if that's just what he's gone to, and if all of them are that way, or if that's something that just the Thrustmaster does, which would make sense because the Thrustmaster is actually a threaded, whereas the Logitech is a straight shaft with a screw that goes in the top, and so he didn't have anything to thread it onto, so maybe he, you know, just 3D printed something instead, since he just needed something that shaft diameter. Anyway, so this just screws on, and then I've got a little, oh, I'm totally like over revving like crazy there. This one. Anyway, it threads down on there, and then in the base of this knob right here, there's actually, it's threaded to fit onto semi-truck shift knob, and so it's got a, I don't know, a 4-inch, 3-inch length of just threaded stock, and then it threads on there, and then it's got a nut to tighten it up in the right place and stuff. Anyway, it wasn't too bad to do the install, which I didn't expect it to be. So, oh no, that's not what I want. Anyway, so on the automatic transmission, it just revs way higher than I'm used to revving, and maybe I just need to get used to doing that, because that's seems to be what the engine's designed to do. So I'm going to try driving a little bit where I rev more like the, I don't know, 1800 range instead of the 1500 range, and we'll see. Anyway, so I'm way excited about the new adapter, which is also part of the reason that I was like, well, I might as well use my I might as well use my knobs and go into manual shift mode and use my knob, since, well, that's what I've got anyway. I'm not going to be using it if I don't manually shift. So I actually debated on playing American Truck instead so that I could use it, but you know what? I like shifting, so I'm just gonna shift, even though European trucks generally auto shift. So, you know, we'll just go with it that way. Anyway, heading from whatever this town is in Sweden over to the corner of Russia. I'm going to be heading up the coast of Sweden and then breaking off to on a ferry up at the northern end there, and then going into Russia. Hopefully the ferry doesn't break the bank. The last ferry cost me about $800, which was a significant portion of I almost said my winnings, my earnings. So we'll see how that ends up affecting finances. I'm afraid that I just might have to start avoiding the ferries in order to make the finances work. Okay, so I'm going to be going here, and then I need to get into the left lane. So I'm actually going to turn on my turn signal now, get over there. Okay, now this feels so weird revving so high, because really I've been teaching myself on American Truck to shift at 1500 and all of that, and I've got lots of videos where I talk about that and whatnot, but it looks like with these European trucks they kind of just run them a little differently. I cut off that truck a lot. Anyway, but all the auto shifting ones, this is where they shift, is all the way up there. So so be it. Although the torque peak is down low here, so for economy purposes it'd be better to shift lower, and so maybe I need to make a decision between, you know, economy driving versus power driving. Crap. Maybe I'll just have to do that. Whatever. You know what? I did not, usually I go through, I did not do that this time, and I'm going to do it now. And I put in some stops along the way so that I get, nope, not you. Come on. So that I get more places on my road trip. More places I can go in the future. We will stop in here. Yeah, like that. So I am using my Steam controller currently instead of a mouse. And so I keep doing some weird things because of it, but I want to get the mouse just is enough out of the way that it's kind of a pain. We'll go swing by this guy. Cola. We'll be driving. This is going to be a cool drive, actually. I'm looking forward to this. How do I get both of these guys? If I pass this way, and then can I come over here? Something. We can do that. Okay. Okay. And okay. So I think that gets us pretty good. Fun trip ahead. Okay, that also means let's start laying on some retarder here. Okay, I'm going to pause for just a second. I want to go grab the charger for my phone. I will be right back. I should have done this beforehand. Okay. I am back. I never muted it, so you probably heard me clanking around, but I'm back now. We're going into whatever this town is. Okay. And we will be making a right. Okay, so this is not an overly long trailer. I think my last trailer was longer. So we'll see if I do better about not running over stuff with it. And that's a cool stream going under a cool river. So we'll see if I do better about not running over stuff with it. Okay. Kind of took that corner a little wide. My frame rate's suffering. Okay. It's not so bad, but it is a little bit bad. Slow it down for the corner. So we've got a man dealer, huh? Cool. Okay. And hang a left here. Go past the IKEA. And then we'll turn a left up here. Okay, slow it down. In plenty of time. Oh, forgot to click that down. It's like it's not slowing me down at all. Okay, and we will be turning a left. So we just took a little detour here in order to discover a couple question marks and add a town to the mix. On our way to Russia. Okay, I think I missed a gear back there. I think I ended up in the not a gear. How much fuel do I have left on my tank? Oh, there it was. 916 kilometers. So I am going to have to fuel before now. And then how long before I have to sleep? 2 hours. So about 1700. I need to be finding a place to sleep. Oh, I actually ought to be over here. Go on around. And then get back onto the freeway towards Stockholm. Okay, let's go to 5th. And I think I'm going to go ahead and split this gear. And then pre-select for 6th. And I am allowed to do 90, huh? I like Sweden. Okay, so I'm gonna, right here, I'm gonna do a screenshot. See if I can get those jets in the screenshot. Okay, so if I run up here really quick and go to the photo studio, grab a photo, and if we go over here, and let's see if I do this guy. Okay, and then we're gonna go low and go up a little bit. Come on, you. Something like that. We'll go just a little bit higher so that we get that other jet all the way in. Okay. And we'll go ahead and snap that screenshot. And then we'll get back on the road. Let's do it. Maybe off the road, actually. And I will shall V-power. Race going on or something. So speed limit's 90 for me. Okay. So let's go ahead and get back to where I can see my cruise control. And we'll set it. And now it's just a bit of a 35-hour drive. So I've got 3 hours. No, was it 1600 I just decided I needed to sleep at? 2 hours, 1700. So we need to find a place to sleep about 1700. So in about 150 kilometers, we need to be watching for a place to probably fuel up and sleep. 11 kilometers is 1 kilometer. Let's see. Is there a better place? We'll have a place. We're okay, I think. Let's see. Why am I doing that? Did I accidentally put a marker in there? I think I accidentally put a marker in there. Oh, maybe I won't have a better place. So maybe I ought to just fuel up and rest here. You know what? We'll just do that. So we will fuel up there. 1 kilometer, which I guess is probably like 20 kilometers in real life or something. No, because that's different. Okay, so here's that overpass that I was seeing, and then we will pull over. No, actually, here's the overpass I was seeing. That one wasn't even on the map. Oh, this is the bridge. Cool. Oh, that's not what I'm thinking it is. That's actually not a possibility. So I have the blocks turned off, So if it's a road I can't drive on, I don't see it, which I think helps for immersion, but it also, you know, makes it where I take the wrong road sometimes. And that is one of those examples where I could have headed off there to make a stop and not had anywhere to stop. So this, on the other hand, is a stop. So let's go ahead and drop it a gear here. We will fuel up and we will get some rest. Oh, there's not a gear there. This is a Volt. This is a Scania. So that's the gear I need. So it looks like I fuel up over here. And then that guy fueled up pretty fast. Okay, so about right there. Go ahead and put it in park, turn my engine off, hop out of the car, because how are you going to fuel up from inside the semi? And let's start fueling up. Apparently I'm not the only one who decided to take this stop. This is going to be painful. I do think for the next little while my money's just going to keep going down, and I'm not sure what to do about that. I thought about hiring another driver, but when the driver only makes me $6 a day, that's not really worth it. I don't know. So let's hop back inside and we'll start back up. And then we will head over there and park. How much did that end up costing me? I didn't even see. Like 900 euro or something like that. Okay, we will park right here. So what is this guy in front of us? There's some kind of a giant tank. Okay, so parking brake. Make sure my parking job is halfway decent. Hey, look at that. That's a cool tank. Kill the engine. And we're going to get some rest. It's a little bit early for the night, but not too bad. I'm already liking shifting again. I miss it when I don't. In fact, with my current vehicle, that's my biggest complaint. I used to have all manual transmission vehicles, and now all my vehicles are automatics, and I miss a manual transmission. So, probably part of the reason I play this game. Okay. Okay, let's get back on the road here. Definitely went outside the economy zone on that shift. I think I'm going to try shifting at like 1700, somewhere in that range. And back up to 90 is where I need to get to, huh? I'll go ahead and turn on, there we go, turn on my cruise. And enjoy the nightlife of Sweden. Well, you know, the nightlife of a trucker, not like the nightlife of clubbing and parties and stuff, but the nightlife of a trucker. I do not want to take that. Do I? Actually. Okay. So if I look at that guy, where's my mouse? Right there. There's a Scania dealer there, huh? Cool. Well, if I were interested in purchasing another Scania right now, this would be a place. I haven't driven up in Scandinavia for a while. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Whoa, whoa, come on. This is way too close for highway speeds. That was really close. I'm not sure why everybody was going so slow. Oh, you know what? I just barely moved that closer to me, which totally put it out of frame. Just a second. Sorry, it was feeling kind of far away there, so I decided to move it. And apparently I stopped my stream for just a second as well. Did not mean to do that, hit the wrong button. So, let's go back to where we were. Anyway, I mean, yeah, I think we're good. Are we good? I think we're good. Anyway, I mean... Yep, okay. We are good. Okay. My shifter was just kind of farther away than I actually like it. I'm not sure why the traffic suddenly slowed down so much. Oh. Getting the right gear now. Okay, I was not planning on exiting there. Okay, let's speed it up. Let's get back up to that 90 range we were at. There are no short messages, huh? Wasn't trying to read short messages, I don't think. Okay, so I just stay in this lane. Not bad. Der Sundsvall. I might be pushing it on this corner here. I held it. Okay, we're good. My steering wheel was protesting a little bit. But we held it out okay. So yeah, I did the testing earlier on American Truck Simulator, which also gave me my chance to do a first time play on 1.31, which what I was doing I didn't notice a lot of difference. Although I did have to adjust my multi-mon setup a little bit, and I noticed a little bit of difference on that front. Which I'm almost noticing that I need to do that on this one. I wonder if I could do that. I'm totally... Oh, no, it's just higher than it's supposed to be. There we go. Now it looks right, which means I'm going to have to adjust it back on American Truck now. Anyway, I had to do a little bit of multi-mon adjusting and did notice the difference in the console. It has improved, that's for sure. Now it's down to 80, huh? Okay. Wonder if I ought to drop it a gear. Okay, I am going to be taking that. Okay, so that is mine. These always confuse me, and half the time I do them wrong, so. Ooh, this is sharp corner. I'm gonna make it though. Okay. Okay, now that I'm noticing that, I've got to adjust my screen just a little bit. There we go. Okay, that's better. It was off a little bit, which also explains why it was off. I copied my multi-mon config over to American Truck, but it still didn't look quite right. And so I was like, why is this not looking right? But it's because apparently it wasn't quite right in European Truck, in Euro Truck. So I just had it off a little bit, but with everything going on, I hadn't noticed. That would be nice about having an actual sim rig, is where you have a standard setup so your monitor layout doesn't change. This is my day job workstation, and so during the day I push all the monitors back to where they're good for desktop working distance, but then when I play truck, I want to have them up close to get the immersion, so I end up moving them forward and back and forward and back, and they're often a little bit off and I have to readjust things to get it right. Whereas if I had a sim rig, then, you know, they'd be the same all the time because they wouldn't be changing. Cool, got a double trailer going on. Which I think that was last time that I delivered a double trailer. Maybe that was the time before that. Must have been the time before that. But I had never, in this game, delivered a double trailer. I'm trying to think if they even had those in American Truck. It was probably some add-on from Jazzy Cat or something like that, because I don't think they have them by default in this game, in Euro Truck, but I did do that. So Sweden, beautiful country. It would be a fun one to visit someday. My wife's uncle and his family spent some time in Sweden. At least to my understanding, it was with his family. I know he spent some time there. I'm under the impression that his family did as well. They lived there for a few years for something. It wasn't military, but maybe Department of Defense or something like that. Anyway, got to live in Sweden for a while, loved it. He speaks Swedish and stuff. But it would be definitely a fun place to visit one day. Go ahead and kick it up another kilometer per hour. Kilometer per stunda. So I mentioned it on my last stream as well, but I've been listening to a German streamer playing God of War. I actually watched some other stuff she was doing the other night as well. But one of the things that's really fun is it gives me a chance to hear German. And the one I was listening to the other night was a multiplayer strategy survival game. Survival, not strategy. And it was her and a couple of friends doing a network, you know, a group game on it. And the thing that I figured out really quickly, oh, Isabel made 112 euro that time. And she leveled up. Yes. Anyway, the thing that I find really quickly is when I'm listening to just her play and watching, so I've been watching her play God of War, then I understand most of what's going on. There's once in a while I've got to go and figure out what a word is or something. And this is my exit. Anyway, I have to look up a word here and there, but it's not too big of a deal. But what I found listening to her and her fellow streamers doing a multiplayer is I have no idea what like half of them are saying. Like I miss it all. And so it's definitely something I'm rusty on. But it's fun because it gives me a chance to practice my German and review it, and it's a language I still enjoy despite not knowing nearly as much of it as I once did. Okay, so I'm going to be hanging a right at this roundabout. So here in my little town, there's two roundabouts in the town or something like that. Maybe it's just one roundabout. I think there's another one that I've never been to, but there's one roundabout that's down by the shopping center, and nobody knows what to do with them. A Mercedes-Benz truck dealership, huh? Nobody knows what to do with them. Like, I've had multiple times where someone's like driving the wrong way in the roundabout, because I'm going the correct way in the roundabout, and it's like I just stop and I look at him and he's like, well, I'm just going one stop right over there, because you know you've got the roundabout has four entrance exits, and so in his mind he's like, well, I'm just going to that one, so why would I drive all the way around the circle? Because he's not familiar with roundabouts. And I'm like, no, you're supposed to go the other way. Now in his defense, this roundabout does not have a one-way sign on it. So I think most roundabouts in the US, they tend to put one-way signs on them so that people don't get so confused. And this one does not have one. Well, actually it does at 2 of the entrances, but at 2 of them it doesn't. And so he actually happened to come in one that doesn't have a one-way sign on it. And so he's like, well, I'm just going right over there, so I should just turn right instead of, or I should just turn left instead of turning right. Anyway, so they don't know what to do, which is too bad because roundabouts are extremely efficient. We'll put it that way. They're very efficient, and I wish they would use them more, because in the States we tend to put like 4-way stops all over the place, and guess what? Nobody uses 4-way stops right either. So it's not like they're actually better than roundabouts in that matter. It's not like people handle them better than they do roundabouts, and maybe they do slightly, although I maintain that it wouldn't take very long before people would be used to roundabouts, and then it wouldn't be a problem anymore. And these lights are kind of high. Luckily I can still see the green. I can only see the green though. Anyway, I like roundabouts. Whoa! Oh, there's a light on the other side there too though. Man, those semis both just cut in front of me. I was not expecting that, but I did not crash, so I guess it wasn't so bad. Got a canal going through here. We'll see if we can slow down enough that we don't have to stop at this one. Yes. Barely. Okay. 50. 50 is our speed. 47. The health still says it's good, but my frame rate's suffering. I can see the glitchiness. Okay, so I'm going to be going straight through on this one. So technically I shouldn't be in the right lane, but too late for that. And then here's my entrance. Get into 5th before we start our on-ramp. And we are going to split. Okay. Well, apparently maybe it's a problem with that Volvo mod that's making the Volvo difficult to drive. With the 460 horses and the 14 speed, I thought I'd be able to, I mean, I should be able to haul something like this. I forgot to shift with it, but I couldn't get going hardly. Like, I was using the crawling gears to get going all the time. I'm thinking it must be that mod. And so in order to fix that problem, I'm actually not sure what I can do about that, because I don't think I have the cash flow that I can go ahead and sell that truck. But I think before I remove that mod, I can't own a truck that's using that mod, because otherwise, once it goes away, it doesn't have a transmission and an engine. Like, I'm not sure. I may have to do a little testing with that and see how it works out. Because I think that's actually what was making it so hard to start. Of course, maybe it was, and maybe I should test that as well. It might have just been the slight clutch adjustment that I did made the difference, but it's so much easier now that I don't think that it's just a problem of a clutch maladjustment. I really think it was something deeper, and I think what it may be is that so on a real semi truck, you should basically never have to give it throttle to start to let out the clutch. It should just go. assuming you're in the right gear. And in the truck simulator, that's not the case. You have to get throttle to get going. And so I think that maybe it's just a glitch in the engine, and so maybe SCS gives it weird values at low RPM, like high torque values at low RPM, in order to make it work. And in this mod where they matched them to real torque values of real engines, maybe it breaks that. And so I'm wondering if that's what it is, and so the fact that it's, you know, real values is actually a bad thing and not so beneficial. But I'm also not a mod maker, and so anybody who is a mod maker, if that is just way off, then you can let me know. It may be that I don't know what I'm talking about on that front. But there's something about that mod. So the mod only affects Volvo trucks and transmissions and engines, and so this being a Scania would not be affected, which is why I really do think that may be what the problem is, and why I'm not noticing it now. The only change I made to the clutch is that on American truck I had a slight dead zone at the bottom, which I didn't have here, so I went ahead and changed that. But I really think it's actually the mod, not any of the settings I made to the clutch. So anyway, that's my theory, at least. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. The cop just decided to, you know, slam on his brakes. Okay, and the speed limit is still 90 through here, but I'm never going to be able to go. Oh, 70 right here. That makes. We've got a turn off and fuel, but I'm good on fuel now. How long do I have on sleep? 4 hours. So about 11 o'clock I need to be watching for a place to sleep. 11 o'clock. I do like, so this new adapter is like all metal. It's nice. I like the construction on it. So I'm gonna set it for 90, mainly because I've got a cop right in front of me, and I don't want the truck to run away on a downhill or something. So we'll just leave it there where it is. And now we've got the coming together again, which means things are gonna slow down. Ooh, oh. And we are coming to a stop. Why do I have my, oh, from merging with, I was like, why do I have my turn signal on? Getting used to the Scania layout again. It's been a while since I've shifted with it. I don't know. Not that long, but I am getting used to it again. Not having to think so much about things. Also, when I was playing American Truck earlier, I was using a Volvo. So because I was using a Volvo, I went ahead and was clutching my shifts, although because the Volvo would have a synchronized transmission, although in reality, just like this truck, it would have an auto shifting. Whoa! Oh man. That was a little too close. I have had more people pull out in front of me during this stream than I think I have had in a long time. Something about the way I'm driving, apparently. Maybe it's that. semi I'm hauling, they're like, oh, he's going slow. I can probably hop in front of him. Okay. And we are coming upon a city up here. Sundsvall, huh? And I'm not exiting into Sundsvall, so I'll just stay on the road I'm on. Oh, cool. Getting to the fjords and stuff. So we've got these cool high bridges everywhere. Okay, now this would be a cool one to snap a picture. I'm totally going to get a picture here. Somewhere about here. Okay, which way? Let's go this way. Something like that. Okay. Back on the road again. Okay. Going this way. That's a cool city. It'd be really cool to see in real life. Okay. What time did I decide I needed to sleep? About 10 o'clock. No, about 11 o'clock. 10 o'clock would be a good time to start looking. It's about 3 hours left. Now it's time to sleep again. Okay. I'm going to be merging over now. It's interesting that they merge both lanes together instead of merging one lane. I wonder what the advantage on that is. Like, do you actually have where people work together better because, you know, no one has the right of way in the lane and refuses to let others in, or does it not really? I don't know. And he just hopped over into the left lane. Interesting. Okay. There really are some cool areas. Which, that's something, and hopefully with the Oregon and Washington coming, this will go away. But that's one of the problems with American truck, is it's all the same. Like, it's all just, you know, desert. Now, I happen to live in that, you know, that type of desert anyway, so that's pretty normal. Now, Arizona and New Mexico did add a little bit of different stuff. Oh, come on. I'm not going to make this light. So much for, it's way easier to get going in this. Then I go install it. You know what? I never put my tag lift down. That's why my truck's bouncing back and forth so much. Look at that. Now I'm going to be way more stable. Oh, come on. I'm trying to get the light in between my... Oh, and it is. Man, my truck is way more stable now. I mean, it hasn't been that bad, but just watching it bounce up and down on that, it'll be way better now. Let me see what this message is. Okay. Anyway, watching it bounce there, I was like, why is it bouncing so much? It'll bounce a whole lot less now that I've got it. And we can go ahead and hit the cruise control again. Oh, I love this bridge. This is the most awesome bridge. This is probably the bridge I should have taken my screenshot on. Big, tall, steep. This is an awesome view. Okay. So I'll just start watching for a pit stop. I'm good on fuel. I've got 1,800 kilometers left on the tank. But sleep I will need. The truck just appeared. Bing! Out of nowhere. Whoa. About too fast there. I totally felt my steering wheel go light for a second as I started to lose traction. Luckily, I did not completely lose it. We're gonna lower our speed just a tad here. Okay, go, go, go. Yeah, I was turning and then suddenly it just went light and I about overcorrected. But not quite. Let's back up to 90. What is this? Hindelan. Hindeling. Cool, and now we've got to slow it down to 70. And my guy is saying, hey, I'm tired, man. But I'm gonna have a place to stop right up here. So in on something or other. And we're not turning there. Go ahead and kick that on. Let's drop it a gear. So we're ready to slow down when we are ready to turn. Coming down to 50. I'm already down below 50, so I'm good on that front. And it's a good old roundabout. Okay, he's turning. So we're gonna go like these. And like these. Oh, I totally missed my stop right there. Here's a... Okay. Where can I stop? I'm gonna stop at Willie's. Says I've got a sleepy spot right there. So let's go, because otherwise I'm gonna end up with a ticket. Okay, so Okay, down to third. And coming in. Rowing my own gears is a lot more fun. I understand that an auto shifter is actually, you know, better. We'll just put it at that. It's better. It's better on fuel economy. It's safer because you can pay more attention to other things. And were I actually a trucker, I would probably appreciate an auto shifter. But I do this for fun, and part of what I do for the fun is I like to shift my own gears. So there's that. And I seem to drive better, and maybe that's just because that's what I'm used to, but I have a hard time timing all my retarders and everything when it's auto shifting, because it seems to slow down faster. Of course, I also stall here and there, so, you know, not perfect by any means. So this roundabout up here, I'll be making a left turn. So I'm going to get in the left lane. I'm not going to be making a, you know, left turn. I'll be going around the roundabout like I'm supposed to, but... And I'm going to Willie's. I have no idea what Willie's is, but that's where I'm going. Okay. Apparently that was not a two-lane exit here. And my notebook fell off. Not that I need the notebook, but it fell off. So this is Willie's, huh? So where is this sleeping area that I have? Oh, there's a hotel right over there. That's where the sleeping area is. It's not actually at Willie's. It's at the hotel over here. Okay. So I'm gonna pull it wide here because this is going to be... Sorry, man. Although I could have pulled through Willie's to get there, apparently. Cool. I'm so not parked in here well. So we are going to fix that, actually. Rather than ignore it, we're going to fix it. Despite being tired and needing to find a place to rest. I'm going to take the few extra minutes here and fix this. There we go. Much, much better. Okay. Park, engine stop. Let's get out. And decent. It's not great, but it's decent. Is it not telling me I can sleep here? Okay. I wasn't quite far enough up. Okay. And we'll take a sleep. Which means I'm going to end up driving at night. Loan installment of $1862 was paid. So if I grab my notebook here, that means since starting, I'm like 139,642. I'm like $2,500 poorer than I was. But more of my loan is paid off, so it's not complete loss or anything. Okay, so I'm going to head out of here. How am I doing on distance back there? I got a car, so I'm gonna stop. Out of curiosity, how close am I? I've got a little bit of space, but I was kind of pushing it. Okay. Pull it very wide here. So I've thought about getting myself a spinner, but I don't know if I ever actually will. And there's a part of me that wonders how far back in there is actually rendered, and the answer is probably about where I can see right there. Because if you can't see it, it doesn't exist. Nope, not that one. This one. Okay, so we've got an over 90-degree corner here, or less than 90-degree corner, really. So I'm gonna drop back down into the lower range. And they are turning. I'm turning left. Okay, I'm back on the open road. Oh, that's from Goofy Movie. That's what it's from, Goofy Movie. Anyway, I won't sing. Well, this is a very different trip than I was planning. I keep wanting to get down to Italy because that's, you know, I still haven't played all of Italy. I've actually played a lot of Italy at this point. That is the newest DLC and whatnot, so I keep trying to get down there, and instead I end up in Russia and Sweden, apparently, so... So one of these days I'll... get back into... Dang it. One of these days I'll get back down to Italy and see some more of the Mediterranean and stuff, but for the life of me I can't seem to get jobs that take me down that way. So I'll have to see it when I can. I also was thinking about taking part in the whole, there's the racing, I could have parked there. I might have made it there. There's the race going on or whatever with the deliver 12 racing parts and take part, and I thought about doing that as well, but I didn't have any options in racing parts on this delivery, so my guess is that up this far there's not any. But I don't know. Oh crap. I just spilled my water. Just a second. Okay, I'm back. Apparently I need to watch what I do with my water there better. Because I was setting it back on the desk and it didn't make it. I need to get me some cup holders or something. But this truck just doesn't seem to have any, so I'm out of luck on that front. Maybe my Volvo would do better. Probably not, though. Probably wouldn't make any difference because, you know, that's all just virtual stuff and I don't have real cup holders, so maybe I'll have to build myself. So I've got like this makeshift shifter holder mount thingy, and I ought to maybe I'll have to see if I can build something onto it that can do that for me. Come on. Is that truck trying to exit right there? I think that truck is trying to exit where he cannot exit. Okay, so I think I'm just doing a little bit of a discovery while I'm here. 50. Umeya, huh? I have no idea what that little symbol on top of the A means, but it's Umeya or something like that. Don't get a ticket. Oh, that was so close. I so almost got a ticket on that one. TrueCom Auto Care Center, huh? And my frame rate's dropping again because I'm in a town, and I can go 90 again apparently. I feel like this is gonna come back to bite me, but that's what it says. Oh, you know what? This is not just a detour. This is actually... Oh no, it is just a detour. Okay, it is just a detour. Now I'm leaving Umeya. And then I'll drop down into 4th. Okay. There we go. And I did not go in the right place to discover the question mark that I came to discover. So if I wanted to still add it in there, then I could swing over that way. You know what? I mean, that's the whole reason we're in here, so let's do it. A couple more roundabouts, but not a big deal. Okay, gonna get over because I'm gonna be taking the second exit on the roundabout. Or actually the third exit, because that one's just not on the map. And this guy, technically I shouldn't be exiting from this lane because it's a one-lane exit, but oh well. So I think I still have some more learning to do about roundabouts, so. Okay. Turn in that way. And then I'll be making a second exit on this roundabout. So this is a single lane roundabout, which is much easier. Some of those roundabouts they have where they have like anyway, there's some crazy roundabouts in the world. They're all pretty simple in this game, but there are some pretty crazy ones in real life. Lidl. It's a Lidl truck. Okay, now here's what I was here to discover, which is, it looks like an agency, a recruitment agency. No, it is a garage, huh? But that's like a big garage too. Okay. And then I will be making a left turn here. There's another Willys, or Willys. I'm not sure how it would be said. Of Swedish. Okay. And then I'll be making a left on this roundabout. And a straight through on this roundabout. So my understanding is if you're going straight through on a roundabout, that you're supposed to not signal as you enter, and then signal left as you go around, and then signal right as you exit. But it apparently freaked out that truck, the way I did it. So either I did it wrong or it's programmed wrong in the game, which I'd like to think it's programmed wrong in the game, so we'll go with that explanation. And we've got a 50 for this bridge up ahead, going back through Umeå proper. Okay, so that says 50 on the sign, but it says 90 on my little GPS speed limit thingy. I'm gonna go with the 50 because that makes more sense since I'm in the middle of a town and all. But okay, we're gonna get these ready. Motorcyclist coming up beside me. Don't hit the motorcyclist truck. You almost did. That was pretty close stop there. Okay, ready to start? Well, we'll have a race with this motorcyclist. Yeah. I almost won. I didn't even win against the truck, let alone the motorcyclist, so 70. Okay. Man, I love the area around here. And there's some kind of a, I have no idea what that is. I mean, it looks like a road almost, but it's obviously not. I mean, it's not paved. It's like some kind of a shortcut or something. We're doing a shortcut ourselves here. Race car roundabout. Okay, we're gonna do this one correctly, or what I think is correctly. So I actually need to be in the left lane. And then I need to not signal, and then I need to signal that I'm not exiting there, and then I signal that I am exiting here, and I got the truck skirt a little bit there, but overall it went pretty well. I might have to do some more looking into how roundabouts work, because I'm still not 100% sure on the signaling and the process on roundabouts. I think I know basically, but it's definitely not something we're really trained on in the States, because unless you're out east or something, you don't see them very often. Yeah. I am at the ferry, huh? Okay. I forgot I was even doing a ferry ride, and I didn't realize I was this far into it already either. So how much of my money is this ferry going to eat into? And I ask that because my job is paying $3,900. I already paid one, and I'm in the wrong place. Okay, we're gonna... I went the wrong way, apparently. There's where I'm supposed to go, over there. And this is where turning off the stuff can be less than beneficial. But I still like it. I just need to pay more attention. The thing I want to know is why somebody bought a Volvo, an old Volvo pickup from Sweden and wants it delivered all the way down in Russia, or up in Russia. Actually, not down in Russia, up in Russia. They must really want this. Was I supposed to go there? It may be that I was supposed to go... I am so confused. I think I was supposed to go there. So, because these guys are all blocking my way. So we're gonna go... Oh, except I'm like... No. Okay, let me get out and take a look here. Oh, that's where I'm supposed to go. Okay. I see where I'm supposed to go. Over here. Okay, no one's coming. I just thought this was like... I don't know, that's not right, because this is like the way people get off the... But I've got to get in there. I've got to, but I don't know. I really don't know how I was supposed to maneuver that one. But apparently not the way I did. And I've got cows next to me. Okay, parking. Let's look at our destination. Holmsmund. 5 hours. Cool. 180 euro. That's way cheaper than the last one. That is not such a bad one. And I am on the ferry. Riding a ferry. Now it is a much shorter ferry ride, but I can handle that. Volvo FMX is what I'm hauling. Okay. Oh, I'm still running. I hope I didn't waste too much fuel idling my truck all the way across there. Obviously, it didn't take away actual fuel during that, but I essentially did idle my truck for the whole 5-hour ferry ride. I'll pretend like I turned it off because I'm smart like that, so. At least my guy is, even if I'm not. Okay. 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 Just wanted to make sure that my tag lift hadn't decided to come back up or something. Okay. I'll be hanging a right. Oh, wrong way. That one. I'll be hanging a right up here. We are clear, so let's make it happen there. And right now it's only 50. So we are in Finland now, I think. Is that correct? Are we in Finland? Yes. We are in Finland. Cool. And we'll be heading north. Sounds fun. Let's do this. Vasa discovered, huh? Cool. Not speeding up. Now I'm a little bit. Actually, we're gonna go back to here, but split up. Oh, there is a vehicle right there. I almost did not see that one. Was hiding behind my mirror, right in my blind spot. You're just gonna let me go, huh? Okay, I will go then. Cool. Got boats over there. And a Volkswagen transport van in front of me. Awesome buildings. No, they're not. I was actually wondering if those were actually modeled 3D balconies or if it was just a texture, but they're actually modeled that way. Police, huh? Oop. I almost didn't put enough brake on that one. Okay. Some of these textures could, you know, use a couple more pixels on them. They're pretty blurry. We'll put it that way. Pretty blurry. Awesome, but up close they don't look so great. What is that? Is that a Porsche right there? It is. Oh. Looks like I get to race the Porsche. Wrong one. Come on, Porsche! I won. Barely, though. I mean, I was close. I was also close to winning against that one, so, you know. I'm gonna slow it down. Someone needs to trim this tree right here. It's kind of sticking out onto the roadway. Okay. So, out of curiosity, how long? I have 8 hours till I need to sleep. So it's gonna be 1,300 hours, so about 1,300. 1 p.m. I need to start looking for a place to sleep. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit upper gear here. And we are almost up to our 80. Really? You're gonna like go that slowly? I'm way too close on this guy. Makes me wonder if I would ever get a chance to pass this guy. So do not have the power to weight ratio to do that. Maybe if I had dropped 2 gears instead of just 1, but I was not accelerating very fast. I also just don't know whether the game is rendering far enough ahead to give me that chance. And I didn't even come anywhere close to that. Nope. I thought that meant he was getting off for a second. Okay, let's calm it down, give myself some space here. I don't want to get in an accident and ruin my truck and my budget at the same time. Not in that much of a hurry. I'm in a bit of a hurry, but I'm not in that much of a hurry. Okay, we're going for it. Except this is like a no passing area. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing? I have no idea why he just slammed on his brakes like that. Of course, I slammed on my brakes even more, so you know, there's that. Now I don't have to worry about passing him for now because I'm way far away from him. But there you go. He got off the road, so now I don't have to worry about him anymore. Do that again. And I was in the high split of all those gears, just barely. Oh well. Okay. 80. We're gonna bump it. We are gonna be brave here, and we're gonna bump it up to 83 kilometers per hour. Just because we're a little bit crazy like that, except for on this corner right here. Go ahead and slow it down. For that. And then apparently I'm going to be getting on the freeway in a minute anyway. Oh, that's not a freeway. It's just a different road. And I could stop at McDonald's for my rest break if I needed to rest right now. It's okay. I don't get too excited about McDonald's, so... Whoever did this portion of the game did a beautiful job, though. Whether this is all just regular Scandinavian DLC going east, is that what it was called? I'm trying to remember which. Anyway, or whether this is all part of its pro mods and stuff, it's well done. I do look forward to the day when you know, whether it's because Euro Truck Simulator 3 comes out or because they go back and update the engine. My assumption is it's going to be the former, because there's not much financial incentive to update the whole engine and everything unless it's its own DLC. But I do look forward to an engine update. I wonder if I would be able to play it with the engine update, seeing what my frame rates are right now. I'm actually hoping that the engine update would make it where the frame rates would be better or equal, even with better graphics. But there are definitely some textures and stuff that could be improved upon. I'm actually really excited for the Dark Souls remastered. A lot of people are hating on it, but I think Dark Souls was a really well-made game, and something like a remaster would be a nice thing for members of the community. I already play it with HD textures and stuff, you know, modded into it. So I'm hoping that it would look similar to that. I've actually been playing some Dark Souls 3, and there's one spot in particular I've noticed where overall the textures are pretty good, and there's this one spot where you come to a bridge and you look over the edge, and there's like a area that you can't get to down there. Like you can never get to it, but you can very clearly see it, and the textures on it are really, like, they're bad. It's like, you should have updated those textures. Like, those should not be the resolution they are. Oh, guy's kind of sticking out there a little bit. Anyway, and I see that here in this as well, like in the town we were at back there, where it's like, oh, these buildings, oh, they're really cool, but their textures are really not all that cool. So, you know, it's things like that where if you go through and even just updating the worst of the textures can add a lot. But the Dark Souls remastered, they're actually going through, it looks like, and adding in rendered foliage and different things like that. So it's actually more than just well, we're going to make HD textures, which I already have and the mod community has already done. So, you know, that probably wouldn't be adding all that much anyway. But these are pretty cool little windy roads. I almost cut that one too short though, or that too close. My trailer about caught the guardrail back there. Anyway, I am actually looking forward to the Dark Souls remaster, and that's probably something I'll purchase. Now, I will say now, I have not finished Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition. I have a horrible habit of just not finishing games. I'll play a game for a while, it's like, oh, this is lots of fun, and then I just stop playing at some point. I lose interest and I go off and I play another game, which you can really tell if you look at the videos I've uploaded to my channel. I've got like 2 Dark Souls videos in there and 4 Limbo videos and just a smattering of random stuff. That's like what I tend to do, is just random games. And like Euro Truck and American Truck are probably the ones that I've streamed the most of, and they're open world games. There's no real end, you know? And in both cases I'm doing a real economy mod, so if there were an end, like if you were to say, well, the end is when you don't have to worry about money anymore, or when you've explored all the map or something, and then you just sit and wait for the next DLC, well, I'm nowhere near either of those. You know, I'm doing a real economy mod, and I'm doing pro mods and roost maps. Now I've actually read recently that, you know, you've got the Project Balkans and some other, what was the other one? The Project Balkans and the southern area or whatever, anywhere where they expand even more. So if I were judging the game's finished when I have 100% of the roads, oh man, I'm nowhere near that. Like, I am so far from being at 100% on the roads. I'm so far from being financially stable. Like, at this point I'm bleeding cash and trying to figure out how to overcome that. I'm hoping that as I level up and get paid better for different jobs that I'll actually overcome that. But currently I'm bleeding cash. My company is not doing so hot. It's not really even self-sufficient, so, you know, there's that. So by whatever metric you want to name on this game, I'm nowhere near finishing the game. I need to learn how to, anyway, I have a habit of over braking there. When I realize I'm under braking, then I over brake and end up stopped instead of just slowed down. And then I'm over revving. I was like, why is it not accelerating anymore? The Scania back there is just going around the roundabout like 3 times. That's okay. He just missed his exit. But so I'm nowhere near finishing these games. I mean, years ago, I bought Baldur's Gate back when it was on 4 CDs. Like this was, it's on Steam now in enhanced edition or whatever, which I own. And I think I've got one video of me streaming that, which I thought, well, maybe I'll go and I'll finish this since I never finished it before. And so, but years ago, this would have been 12 years ago or so, I bought Baldur's Gate on 4 CDs, and I played through a lot of that. Like I even got to the city, a lot of stuff, and then I never finished it. I never got to the end. And now there's a part of me that wants to go back and do it. Now, I'm also a bit of a completionist, so I do all the side quests, and I've got to do everything. So I already hit a lot of the side quests once, and so doing them again won't, doing a lot of the story again won't be much of a discovery process for me. But I deleted the old game, so I can't, and I don't really remember. Like if I were to try and step into it and play again, I would kind of be starting again. But as I go through and play, it's like, oh, I've seen this before. I started Shadowrun Hong Kong. Same way, I played it for a while and then I got distracted. And so I've thought about going back and maybe streaming that, but the truth is that probably like most everything else I play, I won't finish it. Dark Souls, I've gotten to Ornstein and Smog, and I got stuck there and stopped playing and started playing something else. Limbo, I've played, I don't know, maybe half of the way through Limbo. Maybe I'm farther along than I think I am, but I think I'm about the halfway mark. So I have a tendency to not finish games, and for that reason, open world games or non plot driven games like this, or Minecraft or whatever, actually kind of appeal to me, because I don't have to feel bad for not finishing, because there's not a finish to be had. So I don't have to feel like I should have been doing more to get through the game. And on the flip side, I love linear story driven games, and so what I think I've found though, is that I actually enjoy, well, that was too fast, that I actually enjoy watching those games more than I like playing them myself. So like I'm watching Ipanema stream God of War right now, and that's actually, as much fun as the game looks. First off, I'm not going to be buying a PlayStation 4. I don't really have any interest beyond God of War in owning a PlayStation, so I wouldn't be buying one for that. Although, as I talked about 2 streams ago, I think the amount of money I've spent on trucking is far beyond what it would cost to buy a PlayStation just to play God of War. And I did play through Tomb Raider, the newest Tomb Raider, well, whichever one that is. I did play through that, so I can say I finished Tomb Raider. That's probably the first game in a long time that I've actually finished the game. And by finished, I don't mean like, like the Lego games, right? We've got Lego Jurassic World and Lego Star Wars and all these Lego games. And you can play through the plot fairly quickly on those. But then by the time you play through the plot, you're only like 30% done or something, because you have to go back and get all the mini kits and all these things. So by completing the game, I don't even mean having every item or, you know, every spell or whatever you want to do, like 100% completion. I just mean getting through the game. So like with Tomb Raider, I did not go back and do all of the completion stuff. Now, part of that's not my fault. I actually wanted to go back and do all of the completion stuff. And I finished the game and I tried to load it back up to play a little bit more, and it crashes, and I can't figure out why it's crashing. It just crashes and crashes and crashes. And I think it's something to do with the cutscene that shows the valley when you're first coming back into it. And so when I try and load it up, it dies and it dies, and I'm gonna have to start over. Like if I wanted to play it again, I'd have to start over. So that's definitely a barrier to me going in, although I've thought about doing it. In fact, last night after I finished my stream, I sat back and I was like, okay, what do I want to just play for just to play, right? You know, something really leisurely. I mean, obviously this is a leisurely game. Like it's a relaxing game, something I can do at the end of the day without feeling like it's overburdening me or something. But you know, at 12:30 last night when I finished my other stream, my last stream of this, I was like, okay, what can I hop in and play? And actually what I ended up doing is watching somebody else's previous stream, another stream from Ipanema, rather than playing a game myself. But at first I thought of trying to play a couple of different options. Actually, we're gonna drop to 4 low here, and instead of playing any of those games, I mean, I looked at a bunch of them. One of the problems I actually face is that, you know, I've started streaming a bunch of these. So I've got a thing that I started on Baldur's Gate where I just started streaming it, and I've only done like 1, maybe 2 episodes on that. Or Dark Souls 3, where it's like, well, technically if I'm going to play that, I'd rather, you know, I'd like to play the stream, but I didn't want to stream at the time. I wasn't really awake enough to stream, and I was looking for something to kind of relax me so I could go to bed, frankly. And so as I watched I just ended up watching someone else stream instead, and I was like, this works. And it was a great way to relax. I ended up, you know, watching for an hour and a half or something while I waited for my coffee to wear off. And let's kill that. Anyway, so I guess that's one of the problems I face with finishing games, is I just don't tend to finish them. So something like this, there's not really a finish. I can just play it when I want to, and when I don't want to, there's no plot I'm missing out on or anything like that. So there's no need to keep playing, although there's still a desire to play because I enjoy playing it. But there's no cliffhanger moment where it's like, oh, I just got to get in and find out what happens next, which I'm definitely feeling on the God of War series and stuff. But I don't get that on this because, you know, it's just driving along, singing a song, delivering Volvo FMX to somebody in Russia who wants an old truck, you know. So maybe I'm wrong. I mean, maybe this is a new truck and I'm just thinking it's an old truck. Anyway, someone who needs a truck delivered or whatever, and so it's just this chance to drive across country and enjoy the trip. So enjoy the scenery, try not to crash too often, and see if I can succeed at making some money. So within the next 2 hours, I need to find a place to stop, and apparently there are moose in here. There's one right there. Moosin. Cool. There's another. Oh, the reindeer. That's not a moose. That's a reindeer. That's cool. I totally should have gotten a screenshot of that. If I see another one, here's another one up here. I'm gonna snap a screenshot of that. So let's get ready here. Oh, there's like a herd of them here. Cool. See, now there's the part of me, I actually live in an area with lots of wildlife, and so there's a part of me that's like, oh, you got to be covering your brakes here, you know, because those guys are going to jump out in front of you, but they're not actual animals that are moving, so I don't have to really worry about that. But okay, we're going to go from the other side because their texturing isn't all that awesome. So we're going to move over here. You know what? That is a new Volvo. I was thinking it was an older Volvo, but that's a brand new truck I'm delivering. We'll get a picture of Rudolph over here. I'm going to back up a little bit because I kind of like that whole thing going on there. And we're going to get rid of a little bit of the depth of field. No, that's not what I want. Blur strength. So I want to bring them into focus a little bit more. I mess with the field of view. That's not what I want to do. Okay, let's do that. Ka-chow. Lightning McQueen here. Ka-chow. Anyway, so yeah, I have a tendency to not finish games. And so something like ETS2 or ATS is nice because I don't have to finish it, I just play. Now, that having been said, I would love to watch somebody play Bloodborne. And I know my brother-in-law used to stream more, and he's actually the one who got me interested in Dark Souls. By streaming it himself, and I watched him, and that was very enjoyable. In a lot of ways, I won't say more enjoyable than playing it myself, but I would say equally as enjoyable. It was a good time, and so watched him stream it, and he keeps talking about he's gonna stream Bloodborne, so I hesitate to actually watch somebody else stream it because I'd like to watch him stream it, but I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. So I am just coming up here to discover some new stuff that I haven't seen before, but I'm thinking I could probably, I wonder if I could actually map that a little bit better. Where are we? We are in Rovaniemi, huh? Rovaniemi. Okay, we'll do it like that. Oh. You have discovered a recruitment agency. Okay. And then I need to find a place to sleep, actually, is what I need to do here. Oh, I'm just gonna not stop, okay? Come on. I almost didn't stop. So, well, I'm stopped real quick. So if I swing around that way, and then can I hit, if I hit that guy, we'll do something like that. We'll see if we can figure this out. Because I need to take a snooze, a rest. Okay. Yeah, these building textures could definitely use some work. I don't know if I would assume that would generally come back to SCS to do that. I'm not sure if that would be something that would be easily moddable. That would sure add a lot to the game. Mercedes-Benz truck dealership. Okay, so now I've got the auto repair place, or the truck repair place right here. So we'll come in here. I don't think I actually need any repairs, but we'll make use of their little sleepy spot right here to get some shut-eye. Okay, park. We're gonna hop out. Good enough. Then we're gonna get some sleep, and hopefully we're not gonna end up late. Let's see. How much time do we actually have left? So, 42 hours. I'll be good. Loan installment of $1862 was paid. Man, I just see my numbers ticking down. Ticking down. Okay. So we're gonna go. I'm actually gonna lift my drop axle. And then I'm going to see if I can just turn really sharp to get out of here. Because I just might be able to do that. I bumped the curb. Look at that. And let's see how much maintenance my truck requires at this point. Okay. Service. $200, huh? Oh, they've added in co-insurance. Do they have that? Maybe they added that a while ago and I just didn't realize it. Co-insurance is a great thing. So we'll go ahead and do the repairs on the truck. And then I want to look at the upgrade shop just to, out of curiosity. Don't have anything new there. Okay. And then oh well. That's probably it. Okay. 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 Turn it this way. How close to the line am I? Pretty good. Okay, so they're turning left. I don't know about the car after them, though. The car after them's going straight, so I'll have to wait. That seems to be working pretty well in the Scania, too. So my Volvos, I usually do So the Volvo shift layout's a little bit different. It's 1, 2, 3, whereas 1, 2, 3, whereas the Scania is 1, 2, 3, and so it's a little bit harder to do. Sorry, 1, 2, 3. But in my Volvos, I usually shift so 1 low, and then 2 high, and then 4 low. And that actually, so in the Scania, so in the Volvo, it's 1 low, 2 high, 4 low, whereas in the Scania, it's 1 low, 2 high, 4 low, but it works the same. I just barely tried it. One of the nice things is in the lower gears, you don't really need, you've already got so much torque multiplication that you can deal with not being in the optimal spot just fine. But then once you get into the higher gears, you kind of need, to be in your optimal RPM more. And by going from 1 low to 2 high, you go from like 1600 RPM to like 1000 RPM. Like you're right at the lower end of the power band, which is not bad. I mean, that's for efficiency purposes, that seems to be a pretty good place. Oh, 50. Looks like a likely speed trap. It's a trap. There's a hotel right there. And here's where I have Moosin. Looks like it's time to turn on my headlights. I really wish I had like a lever to turn the... Oh, it's not Moosin, it's more reindeer. I wish I had a lever to turn my retarder on and off more quickly. Anyway, so in the lower gears, you don't need to be in the exact right gear. You just need to, get going up through the gears. But then in the higher end, it's nice to have the closer gear ratios or to be shifting them more closely together. And so I started doing that after watching a guy on YouTube talking about how he shifts on his Volvo tranny, and that's how he does it: is 1 low, 2 high, 4 low. And he's an actual truck driver, not a sim driver, and that's the way he does it. And so I was like, okay, well, if it works in real life, I'm going to try it in game, and I love the way it works. It's a great setup. In game, even, it works really well, which just because it works in real life doesn't mean it's going to work well in the game. And it does. Like, they've done a good enough job at doing all the simulations that it's actually a really good layout that gives you basically all the power you need to get up and going without having to row through quite so many gears. So that's a nice change. I haven't actually... I don't know how American semi-drivers in real life tend to shift. I remember looking into it some before, but it's been long enough now that I don't remember, and trying to figure out, oftentimes they just start in second gear instead of starting in first gear or whatever. But that's also going to... Oh, whoa. That's also going to change based on whether you've got a 10-speed or a 13-speed or a 9-speed or a 18-speed or, whatever your setup is. But... let's see, there's 600 kilometers left, sorry, and 1100 on the tank. So I shouldn't have to stop and fuel until after I get paid, which is good, because that money's disappearing faster than it's getting. Oh, it is totally 50 now. Anyway, I'm not sure how how people generally shift on a 13 speed. 13 speed's generally my favorite unless I'm really heavy hauling. That's definitely my favorite transmission layout. And I would say I even on the American trucks, it's a great, because you've got 4 gears on the low end, which are not extremely close together, which you don't need. And then on the upper end, you know, on the upper 8 gears, you've got the extra close ratios so that you can have more gears to choose from. That was a little bit close. I should have slowed down a little bit. Anyway, so I really like that layout, and I'm trying to remember how I usually shift on that, because maybe I'll just have to watch one of my old videos so I can remember. Speeding violation, $200. Dang it. I want more of the money. Should have watched my speed better. We'll slow down so we don't get another one. And now it's 80. I started speeding up too soon. Anyway, so I don't remember how I used to shift on the American, 13 speed, Eaton Fuller 13 speed. Whether I just went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you don't have low and high on a 13 speed. So I don't remember if I just went 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 low, 6 low, 7 low, 7 high, 8 high. How I made those. I do remember that watching videos and stuff from truck drivers, most of them don't really split gears until like that last gear, whatever the last gear is. Then once they're in 8, then they'll go from low to high, but they just go full gears the rest of the time, except for when maybe they're like climbing a steep hill or something. Then they might make exceptions, but in general they just do whole gears, and the splitter doesn't actually get all that much use. Except for, climbing steep hills and needing an extra gear or something like that. Because the split is, if I remember correctly, it's about 200 RPM on a half gear and 400 on a full gear. And then on European trucks, it's like 250 and 500. So, there's not very often that you need just a 200 RPM split. 500 is generally good. It keeps you, or 400, 500, it keeps you in that power band, so you don't have to split smaller than that. But once in a while, when going up a hill or something, it can be nice. So anyway, that's that. Finding that perfect gear where maybe you can get a little bit more speed, but not end up not having the power you need to climb the hill. And we have, that is a moose sign, but that's a reindeer on the side of the road. At least they're not lying about there being moose, though. I mean, there are definitely animals right there, right after the sign. The animals know to stick with the sign. I think it would be really cool if at some point they actually added in animals that could go across the road. I think that could be a cool addition. I don't know as it's very high on the list there, especially if it's something that happens very often. As I started to say earlier, I live in an area with mule deer for the most part, but there's also elk and things, and that's something that I do watch for, something that I've learned to watch for my whole life. And so in game I see something like that on the side of the road, it's like, oh, I gotta slow down, there's animals on the side of the road, even though those animals don't move, so that's not such a big deal. But that could be a cool addition in the future where the animals do cross the road and have the potential to cause damage to the truck. The truck specifically, it would only be, frankly, they don't cause much damage to semis, although those reindeer are pretty big compared to a mule deer, so they would probably cause some damage. But that would make driving this stretch of road more interesting, as you have to watch for animals trying to cross. There could be other spots, obviously, that they do as well. Although, I'd say most of at least Central Europe probably doesn't have that problem much. because the amount of wildlife just isn't much. Whereas up here in Finland and whatnot, it's probably more likely to happen. And I'm starting to feel a little tired here. I'm actually going to take a quick break and go refill my water, and I will be back. So let's go ahead and pause it and transition. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I am back. I also got myself some, well, not really trail mix, it's chocolate chips and peanuts. So, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, it's not picking up on the microphone too badly, but need a snack. So, let's go ahead and continue. And now we're coming into a town, so I need to start slowing down. Okay, Ivalo, huh? And we're just going straight through. I do not need fuel. I do not need to sleep. We're gonna push through, I think. We'll check that in a second. I wanted to see if I'm going to need to sleep again before. Got 6 hours and 1 minute, so I'm going to have to sleep one more time. $50 kilometers an hour. So it's interesting because I get oftentimes from people who have this opinion or this perception. American trucks are just weak. Well, not American, the European trucks are weak. And I think it comes from their more compact size. People then assume that must mean that they're less powerful than their American counterparts. Otherwise, why would the Americans have those? Now, it's interesting because the American trucks are definitely set up for... sorry, give me 1 second. I want to just make sure my audio is coming through here. It is. I would hate to have come back and, not have anybody hear me. But I was reading an article talking about the difference between the European trucks and the American trucks and why and whatnot. And you know what? It wasn't even an article. It was a forum post. And what the guy said... Ow. As you know, I read it on the internet, so it has to be true. So now that we've got that out of the way, what he talked about, there were actually some people from Australia on the thread. Oh man, I just got my gums a little bit with that peanut. So I got them with a chip earlier today, and so they're still sore right there. You have to be more careful and chew on the other side. Anyway, there was a guy from Australia and stuff, and it's interesting because in Australia you can get both American trucks and European trucks. One of the things that anybody who's played the two games, Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck Simulator, can notice is that the American trucks are designed to go significantly faster than the European trucks. Like a little bit ago, I think it was when I was in Sweden, the speed limit got up to 90 kilometers an hour, which is fast. Now I think it might be like in France that they get up to 100 kilometers an hour. Maybe that was with a mod that I had at one point. Anyway, hey, there's some more reindeer. But 100 kilometers an hour. But as we see, most of the roads in game are 80 kilometers an hour. And that seems to be the speed that I'm totally doing this. Whoa! Barely cleared him though. That seems to be, the acceptable speed for European trucks to go. In most countries. Whereas in America... Ah, crap. Well, I had the game crash again. I'm gonna take just a second here to troubleshoot. I'm gonna go ahead and put up a broadcast alert just so that everybody knows. And I don't know if that blocks it or not, but I will be back. Okay. Euro Truck. Game crash. Okay. Open that. See what it has to tell me. I don't want those right now. Game log. Okay. Vendors. Google Maps, navigation. Hmm. Hmm. 2038. Failed to register water level for item. Maximum water level count exceeded. Looks like I'm going to lose about a minute in game. Maximum water level exceeded. That's got to be what it's running into. So if I go over here and I say ETS2 crash maximum water level exceeded. Two exceeded. Trailer maybe? It's my trailer, huh? They're saying it's a creating maximum water level count. Huh. Okay, so what I might need to do, and this is probably completely on me. Okay, let's go ahead and get going. Just a sec. Okay, so it looks like I may have too many trailer mods on. Apparently I should only have one on. That is definitely a big problem because I think I've got 2 or 3 on. So I may have to get rid of, I think I've got a Jazzy Cat trailer mod in here. So if I look at the mod manager, I'm actually going to swing back over here. That's not what I... Come on. I don't want to take screenshots. Okay. That's... Apparently I stopped recording at some point. Okay. So, I should be able to get that now. Or not. Oh, it's doing both. It's just... Okay, we're good. So, if we look in here, we'll see my mods list. Sound fixes, mega mod... trailers and cargo pack by Jazzy Cat, which I hesitate to take off right now because it's going to kill my current delivery. So I'm going to have to wait till after the delivery. But I've got the trailer and cargo pack by Jazzy Cat, and then I also have the Pro Mods one. So my guess is that I'm getting a conflict between those two. So let's go ahead and hit continue game, and now we get to wait for our obligatory 5-minute startup time. And it has suddenly decided to start taking screenshots when doing transitions. Oh, you know what? I think that's the default for the game. And I have mine mapped differently within the profile. That makes sense. Anyway, the game's crashing. I've been dealing with that for a while, and then I never go around and check with why it's doing it. But it looks like it may be a trailer mod problem, at least according to Google, or, you know, whoever I found through Google. So, after this stream, or after the delivery, when I end the stream, I'm going to go in and get rid of the Jazzy Cat trailer mod, which is too bad because I really like it. But I may also explain why I don't seem to be getting any of the Pro Mods trailers. Because I think, and that may also be why I'm not getting... I don't know, it may change quite a bit when I do that. I'm not sure all what it'll change, but we'll see. I like the Jazzy Cat trailers. There's lots of cool stuff in there. But if it's causing a problem, then that's good to know. And maybe I'll, after the next time I play, then check to see if I get similar errors in my logs. Now, the tough part is, hopefully, despite the mod being in there, I'm still going to be able to finish my delivery without any more errors. We'll see if that happens to be the case. If not, then I'll do something else. But I would hate to lose the money, because here, you know, if it kicks me out of my delivery because of a mod change, it'll put me back in my garage without causing me to lose any money for missing a delivery. But I still won't get my payment for the delivery. So I've been driving for 2 days across Sweden and Finland to get to Russia, and I won't get paid for having done that, and that'll really make a hit to the bottom line. On the other side, what's probably going to happen when I remove that mod is it's going to reset me to my garage, which is back in Italy? Austria. I think my garage is in Austria, which will take me out of Scandinavia and deposit me all the way down there. So there's that disadvantage. On the other side, maybe I'll get to go drive in Italy next time. So, not a total loss, but I don't like having it crash. We'll leave it that way. Let's go ahead and drive. Got another quick load screen, or at least much quicker load screen this time. And let's get this truck back on the road. Come on. Okay, and we are going again. Sorry, game just crashed. We're back on the road again after looking up. It looks like my trailer mods may be conflicting with one another and causing a game crash. So after this stream, I'm going to go fix that. Anyway, that was a beautiful lake out there. And then gotta slow down to 50. Not to 50. Okay, this is a cool little town. So I've got about 7 hours. I'll have one more sleep on the way, which on that note, I will be sleeping, let's see, 5.5 hours from now. Let's say 5 hours from now, at about 6:30 in the morning, which means I'll get to make the delivery during the day. Cool. I like deliveries during the day because it's always so hard to back the trailer in with the reverse lights because they're not bright enough. So that'll be nice. I don't remember what I was talking about before the game crash. So I guess I'll think of a new something to talk about. Oh, there's more reindeer. I don't think I was talking about adding moving animals into the game. I think I had moved on to a different topic at that point. Okay. I'm getting used to the hat. So I've got my hat. I've got the Sparco Rally R383 add-on, whatever, for the Thrustmaster system as my steering wheel, and the hat is my cruise control. So up is increase cruise, down is reduce cruise, right is resume, left is set. Turn it off and turn it on, set it. And at first I was really having difficulty. I kept hitting the one I didn't want. And I'm getting used to it now. And the reason I think I was messing up is because the hat is actually mounted in a diagonal housing. So it's a little bit diagonal there, but the hat is not diagonal. It's just straight up and down. So I was trying to push it diagonally like its mount, but it just needs to go straight up and down as if it were mounted in a square, you know, straight up and down housing. And so that kept making me get the wrong one. So now it's working pretty well now that I'm used to that. I thought at first it was kind of a bad hat design. I would still prefer a D-pad. I do think that, at least in this situation, a D-pad would be better than a hat, but it's got a hat, so that's what I have. But I'm doing pretty well there. I've got the 2 buttons on the right top are the retarder, increase and decrease. The 3 buttons on the bottom left are my brights, my lights, and my wipers. And then the 3 bottom right are actually views, so cameras. So like this one's that camera, and then I can do the external camera as well. So that's what those are. Let's go ahead and slow it down. Oh, and having said that I usually get it right, I messed up. So those buttons are working pretty well. Still taking some getting used to versus my old setup, but that's pretty normal. This semi is going pretty slowly. But overall, definitely an improvement. The The steering set is better all around. Even though it's taking a little bit of adjustment on my side for the buttons, I don't think I have any worse off on the buttons, except for I'm missing that escape key I used to have mapped, and it would be nice to have an escape key mapped. So instead I have that mapped on the Steam controller so that I can hit it fairly easily. But if I could figure out a place that I could keep the Steam controller, the problem is that I actually use it to get around in the menus too, so I've got to have it loose where I can get to it pretty easily. Man, the cops are like the only ones out on the road right now. We are... oh. Maybe not. I was going to try and pass. But passing 2 semis is probably a little bit risky. We're totally going to do it. We did it. It was still risky, but we did it. Oh, didn't give me a speed limit while I was on the wrong side of the road. Interesting. I think I saw someone post something about that before, that if you drive on the wrong side of the road, there's not a speed limit. But anyway, as I merged back, then my speed limit reappeared. There's another cop. Man, the cops are out in full force. They probably know I'm coming through. They're like, watch out for him. Okay. Sadly, I can't get the front of my truck and the sunrise in one picture, because that would be a really cool screenshot. But at this point, I've probably got enough screenshots anyway. Okay, come on. Turn off the retarder. Grab another gear. And man, this is really cool country. I'm gonna be a little bit sad when I disable that trailer mod and it takes me back down to Austria. That's a cop. Luckily, I'm not speeding yet. Okay. Because this is beautiful stuff up here. Anyway, I've got to turn off that trailer mod though, because I've got to figure out how to get rid of those crashes. Oh, I am speeding now. Because crashing in game is a real pain when it takes, 5 minutes or more to reload everything. It's like a little road down there. Cool. Little house on the side of the road. On the side of the road, on the side of the lake. Ooh. Okay. Narrow road here a little bit. Stay on my side. Not so bad, actually. Okay. Let's slow it down. There's a boat actually out on the water, although it's not making a wake. Cool. This is a cool little road here. Quite the windy little passage. Cool. Tana brew, huh? Europcar. This way to Murmansk. What was the speed limit going over this? 60? Okay, and then I will be doing a hard right. So I probably ought to start slowing down. Signal. Cool. And it's time to turn on my wipers. And I totally overturned that while I was turning on my wipers. Okay. Let's get back up to speed now. 70. There's that boat. If it only had a wake, that would be perfect. Oh, I guess it's not on my center screen, but there's a boat out on that lake. And it got dark really fast. Let's go ahead and turn on our brights and see if we can get up to speed now. Okay. Is this a roundabout? This is a roundabout. Overrev that one a little bit. Okay. Back up. And Kirkenyas down to 4.5 hours. I'm almost to Russia. And I am speeding like crazy. I need to slow it down. $53. We'll set it to 53. This is pretty slow through here. I mean, not that it's necessarily too, like, unwarranted, but it's pretty slow. It's a cool area. And I'm coming up on this guy with my brights on. It's probably time to kick him off. Oh, and now the speed limit's up. I don't want to go too fast because it's still all pretty windy. This is a sweet road. This is actually a really sweet road. A lot of fun. Wouldn't necessarily want to drive a real semi on it, but for fake semi driving, it's pretty fun. There's like a rest stop right there. Narrow road. You gonna make that? Good job, guy. I didn't think you were gonna make that. I can speed up to 80 now, legally. I don't know as I want to speed up to 80. That'd be pretty fast on this little narrow road. But I could speed up to 80. If I so desired. Ooh, and I do not so desire. This is a narrow little road to be sharing with other drivers. And I am like, okay, it is time to slow it down. Because now I am coming back down. No, not that. I was getting to go pretty fast right there. I almost got up to 80 without even realizing it. Okay. And I need to find a place to sleep here sometime soon. Is there even a place to sleep sometime soon? How long do I have? 1 hour? Okay, what have I got? I probably should have slept right there. Is there a place to sleep here? There is. Over at Stadtul, huh? Actually, I can sleep right here. So let's do that first, then swing down here on our exit. Okay. Oh, I almost got to get some sleep. Wipers can turn off now. Going to low. Get ready to go back to high. Hey there. Cool. Okay. Man, I love this road. This is an awesome road. We're gonna speed back up. And never mind. We're not gonna lose speed up here. I thought we were gonna start losing speed on this hill. We're actually holding speed fairly well. And we're gaining speed. That's right. The little Scania that could. Okay. So we're going to be going. Okay, just a second. Is this where we're turning off? No, we're going straight to go to the little town and then we'll come back. Okay. So after I sleep, I'll be coming back here. Come on. Okay. Go up to 5 high. Man. Good place to come on vacation. You know, my little vacation in my Scania. Gonna come stay in a hotel by the lake. Or whatever this is. I mean, I guess it could be like a fjord or something, for all I know. Oh, I totally nicked that. And our speed limit here is 50. But I do not want to go that fast. Okay. Now we got here Haven and Feria. Yeah, this has got to be a fjord actually. That's not a lake, that is an ocean. And then service, huh? Okay, we are gonna stop at this gas station up here, which we're barely gonna make it to without a ticket. Where's my rest area? It says I can rest here. Maybe right here? Oh, it's that hotel right there. I did that again. I rested this hotel over here, not at the gas station. I did that last time. I'm trying to look around my monitor here. Oh man. Let's cut it close there so we don't cut it too close over there. Almost there. Okay, park. let's go ahead and hop out and take a look. Okay, I'm getting a picture. This is too beautiful. And this is going to be my screenshot for my thumbnail for it. So let's move over here. Move this way. Something like that. Okay, now it is time to get some shut-eye, and then we'll finish up this delivery. There we go. Get some rest. Okay, my driver made €152 for me, and my loan got paid. Man, my money is disappearing. Almost $2,000 a day. Okay, well now I've got to figure out how to get back out of this place, because I'm gonna have to back in right there. Okay, let's do this. Hard right, and I need to look up just a bit because I need my wide angle mirror. Okay, I'm gonna pull forward just a bit. This gear. And I feel like I'm like leaning back in my truck. Okay, and then okay, so I should be able to get back to my normal view now, and let's go forward just a bit, and then we will go. Nope, not that way. And I stalled out anyway. Oh, I didn't stall. I thought I stalled. Okay. That way. Okay. And then, let's go over there now. Okay, this is the final leg of the journey. Let's see, that's my right turn. Okay, we're back on the road. Well, after a beautiful night's rest. Am I going the wrong way? What? Just a second. I was supposed to turn there. So now I'm gonna make like a whole loop before I get to leave. Oh, okay. So we will see this again. I just wanted to drive by the lake one more time. That's all it was. Oh, come on. We can do it. Okay, so this... Okay, so we just follow the road here. That was so close. I so almost nicked that truck. But not quite. Not quite. Okay. And... Okay, there's the road I want. Okay. So now, hey look, there's cows! Kua sind da. Es gibt Kua da. Cool, got a dairy farm. Here's where you hit recirculate on the AC. recruitment agency. I'm in 5th, huh? Okay. I love peanuts and chocolate chips. And this is the end of the world. I'm just gonna drive off the end of the world as I eat my peanuts and chocolate chips. Because they're just so good I don't care much. Yeah, you want to drive off the end of the world? You can be my guest. I'm not going to drive off. Oh, I still have my tag lift down. I should put my tag lift up. Oh, wrong one. Watch them drive off the edge of the world. Okay. Well, you may be able to drive off the edge of the world, but I don't drive off the edge of the world. Apparently, I was supposed to turn right here? I didn't even see that road. I'm going to do it. At this point, it isn't actually beneficial to me. Oh, that is... Okay, I'm totally doing it. These people are like, don't drive on my road with your big old semi. And I might make it. Okay. Oh, I came so close to that car. Okay. It's probably time to put my lift axle back down. And we are going to engage that. Oh, this is awesome. Okay. This is sweet. Glad I'm not going the other direction. Okay, that was sweet. Yeah, I would not have thought that that was a road that I could actually go on in game. But apparently it is. Okay, we're back to this little roundabout. And then we will get on our merry way. Boom, boom. Pretty tight little corners in this town. Okay, 2 hours and 45 minutes till delivery. Well, that was a fun little town to discover, that's for sure. And how am I doing on fuel now? 687 kilometers. I feel like I'm about to run out, but I've got lots left. And we'll be hanging a left up here. Let's go ahead and get my engine brake going. Okay. And floor it. Maybe not floor it, because this is pretty tight corners here. Didn't wait long enough. Got like a Lamborghini off to the side there. Man, this is really fun place. $60 is the current speed limit, huh? Now I'm doing 68. And it's going to be 80 in just a second, though. Oh, shnikes, that's narrow. My fuel tank looks so low, but I've still got like 500 kilometers left on it. Okay. 80 again. Okay. And here is where we're going to cross into... Is this where we cross into Russia? I think it is. Cool. There's like stop here, stop there again. Okay, so we stop here, and then we pull forward. And then we're going to be stopping again right here. Now the idea is that they put those down and then they can check us. No one's actually going to do that. So then we get going again. Speed limit of 30. Turned too tight there, too tightly. Okay. And then we get to do it again right up here. Stop there. Really? Stop here? Really? Like, how many stop signs can you put in one spot? That's what I want to know. This would be such a bottleneck. It's like you don't want to cross this border because it's going to take forever. Stop there. Stop there. Then go again. I mean, if you want to have practice stopping and going, this is the place. Because we're going to stop again right here. Man, really? And then we're going to go again. I'm glad I'm not driving my Volvo that was having the issues with getting with the clutch, because I would not have, like, that would have taken forever. Crawler gear every time. 90, huh? So the speed limit here is 90. Let's slow it down. Man. apparently it turned to 70 right here. And we've got another? I don't even know. Like you guys are gonna. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I never would have gotten going there. $20, huh? Looks like it's the end of the 20 right up here. And then it's 70. Well, as much fun as all of that Finland was, this is not so fun. I mean, I guess this is kind of why I play the game, not just for the boring interim steps, but that was quite the border crossing. And what is that? What? What? Another one? And this is like crazy go nuts here. Well, I know that one doesn't go very far because it's like glitching right there. Okay. So I'm hoping that ProMods comes out with 2 point whatever soon so that I can upgrade to the 1.31 update. Although the other thing I've got is, and probably the even bigger one, is whether the real economy mod is compatible or if that becomes problematic. Because if that's not compatible, I can feel that so good. Okay. That came across a lot more questionable than I thought it was going to. How many times am I gonna have to stop? Like, oh, come on. I was going 15 kilometers an hour. Okay. And now it's 90. Of course, I'm only allowed to go 70, but still. Why are there so many controls right here? Maybe I'll make it before my deliveries due. Here I thought it was a... Oh, I'm in my turn. That was a horrible turn. I want to just keep driving along that lake there. Okay. Okay. Now we are past all the craziness and we've got trees. I was like, are those goats? But they're cut down trees. Someone's been logging this area. We've got a road that runs into the side of a mountain over there. And we've got some kind of a smokestack right here. Okay. Apparently I need to get slowing down. Okay. $70 is the speed limit, but I don't know if I could actually go 70 on this road anywhere. Is this the town? Yep, here's the town I'm delivering to right up here. And now I lose my line for the next little while. So it's like a one-lane road. Man. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Actually, I'm enjoying it all, so I may say that sarcastically, but it actually is fun. And the cop's the one passing me. Okay, this is my turn to nickel. Let's go ahead and I took a little bit wide of a turn on that one. Okay, so this is my turn right here as well. Man, there are cops everywhere, and just about got in an accident. Okay. And then I turn right here. Okay. Follow this little road as it meanders around. And then I will be taking a left turn. Looks like we are good to go. Got some kind of a bazaar going on. And the frame rate is horrendous right now. Okay. And then right up here is going to be my delivery. Oh, I've still got a couple more turns actually. Okay, so turn here, meander here. Turn here. Got another truck coming. Don't run into the big cement pillar. And then I turn here. And then I finally turn in here. Did I just kill my engine? I totally did. And I'm not making that one. There we go. Maybe. I'm actually not sure how I'm supposed to make this one, because now I've got a car backing up behind me here. Dang. Only $10. It was a cheap one. Let's just go for it. No. Okay, what do we got? Come on. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in this. Not without, like... Wrong button. Oh, I'm in reverse. That's why. Getting confused. Okay, now, if I lift my tag lift, let's see. Okay. Where do you need it? We're definitely going. We're going for it. And I'm going to leave my tag lift up. So my guess is I cannot just drive around that side and take it in, but we're going to see if I can. Let's go see if there's any way that we can. I think we probably can. Okay. So. I am gonna make that. Man, the tag lift is nice because you have such maneuverability. I can probably turn my hazards off now. Okay, so now, where am I trying to take this guy? Probably up by that other one, maybe? That's gonna be my guess. Is that I'm just gonna drive it down through there. And then up. It's either going to be right here, which it is not. Or right up over here. There it is, okay. It's not so bad. Hopefully it wants to come in this way. I think this is the way that it showed it in the picture. Okay, what do we got? Let's see how it looks. I'm gonna try and do better than this. There we go. How's that look? That looks better. I can accept that, I guess. Let's drop this trailer. I almost leveled up. I'm like so close. So in the end, I made $39.48. Now, at the end of last time, at 139,000. So, right now I have 136. That means over the course of the delivery, I have dropped $3,000. But my loans are going down. I mean, like, technically I'm making money, but it's my cash flow is getting worse. So I'm making money, my cash flow is getting worse. If I look at my company manager, how much did my driver make me? $87 a day. $87 a day. So if I had a second driver, I'd be at like $150 a day from them. Okay, we're gonna keep trying. I'm gonna figure out how to make money with this economy mod. Okay, well, thanks to anybody that streamed or that enjoyed the stream. I didn't get any comments tonight, but I did see a few people pop on here and there. So thanks for anybody that watched the stream. If you found it at all enjoyable, like and subscribe, do those kind of things. I may be back tomorrow night, same place, same time. I may go a little earlier tomorrow night, but I'll create an event before that time comes along. That'll probably be it for tonight. Thanks.